video of Chico today and talk while I do it. I like to make these videos on the days that it's too wet to ride outside. I'm stuck in here because it's easier to make a video in here. Anyways, you can hear me better, and I get bored when I'm in here, so it gives me something to do, different to do. My only regret is that I did not video the first time I rode him, the second time I rode him, the third time I rode him, and today, because the difference is huge. The first time I rode him, when I put pressure, I lunged him first, and that was horrible. Didn't want to listen to me, didn't want to walk, didn't want to do what I said at all. Then I rode him. If I get on, they need to stand still when I get on, and if they don't, to back him up. He was trying to take me to the fence back there where the horse turned loose, and I went to back him up. Man, he slung his head like that, side to side, hard, like pull the reins out of my hand. And so I just kept asking him to back. Wouldn't do it, wouldn't do it, wouldn't do it. Then he started throwing his head up. Anyways, it was horrible. And good job to you for sticking with this. It was kind of scary. So we worked through that. Second ride was way better, and then I stood and tied at the fence while I rode 3 more, and then and that got way better. He just, I think number one, getting him off of that high protein feed helped a ton, but then me being really clear with, I am the boss and you won't do anything unless I tell you to, and kind of get tough with him, was the other thing that happened. So I wanted to show you, today's Tuesday, so whatever this, he came Thursday, I rode him the first time Friday, Saturday, Sunday we were off, Monday, and then today. So this is the fourth ride. This horse, when you're treating him right and he's understanding that he can trust you, he's really sensitive, he's really soft, and it doesn't take much to get him to do what you want. But you've got to, the phone fell, establish that you're the boss, and make sure he knows. Still, I was talking about how he is sensitive. He's fun to ride because he's sensitive, and just a little bit of a cue can get him to do a lot of things. So I'm just wondering if maybe you're cueing too much and it's frustrating him because it really doesn't take a whole lot, or maybe your cue is incorrect. So I remembered when we were talking in the barn, I remembered you were telling me you ride him in the D-ring snaffle because he doesn't follow the feel in this bit. He doesn't follow this feel when you pull out. And I explained to you how you can't pull out on these kind of bits, because when you pull out and ask him to follow his nose, the top of that shank comes in and pokes his cheek. So you're telling him, follow his nose, but go that way. Follow your nose, but go that way. So it's super confusing for the horse, and it causes pain. And when you got a sensitive one like this, that could be the whole cause of the misunderstanding, cause of the problem. If you cause him pain, he could hold it against you. Sensitive ones do that too. So I've just reestablished that. I'm not going to hurt you, but you've got to do what I say, and I do that by very fairly and very firmly getting a result. Okay, so if I'm going to turn left, just press with my right rein, press with my right leg, because the horse moves stopped his forward motion and it didn't bother him. He's got his head down low. This is nice. He's relaxed and he's trusting me. So I'll try that again. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay, turn left. So I turn my head and look, which puts my weight in my left seat bone. Horse moves into your weight. Then to reinforce it, of course, I've got my rein on his neck, so he knows to move away from the rein. He's moving away from my leg. Move away from my leg there. And move away. These sensitive ones too, that's super important to tell them that they're good. Because they want to be good. He wants to be good. I think he was just confused. So again, turn left. It's just my left rein pushing on his neck. My right rein, excuse me. My right rein pushing on his neck. My right leg pushing on his side. And then turn and look. And that's it. If I needed to add another cue, if he was not turning left, like he's not, then if I slide down my left rein, he'll follow his nose left. But when I slide down the left rein and pick it up, I have to pick it up like I'm putting it in my pocket, like right there. If I go out with it at all, that shank, the top of that shank comes in and pokes him in the cheek. So let's do it again. Right here. So slide down my left rein, pick it up. There, like that. And he bends. He's bendy. This is good. But see where my hand is. So my hands, in a perfect world, my hands when I ride should never come out of this box. It's as wide as my swells, and it's about 2 inches taller than my saddle horn. And every trainer has their rule. This is what I try to do. What you should try to do with this horse for now, so you don't confuse him. This is not a rule for everybody, and this is not a rule that you'll have to apply for the rest of forever. This is for now with him. So this is your box. You don't want to ever go out there. You just want to come back here. That was perfect. And that was just my fingers. I didn't really apply pressure at all. But see, when I do it correctly, it takes the top of that shank away from his face. That's how it's supposed to be. So I'll flex him this way. Good. And he's soft. So this is what I've had the most the most resistance. When I put pressure on both reins and ask him to back. He questions it, and then he kind of stiffens, pulls on me. So I'm just keeping the same amount of pressure on both reins. Now I'm going to squeeze my left rein, squeeze my right rein, add a little bit of leg. Good. Reward it instantly. It was a half of a lazy step, which isn't all that great, but it was something and didn't fight it. Resisted it, but didn't fight it. Right rein. Reward him instantly. The reward is a release of the pressure. The horse learns through the release of the pressure. So when you're telling him, flex here, turn your head to the right, soften to the right. Then when you release it, he says, oh, that's what you wanted. So then the next time you do it, it's way easier. I think that was fake. Oh, that was good. Right again. But remember, you gotta go, keep your hand here. There's a fly on the thing. When you're flexing, here. When you're turning, here. Because if you go out at all in this bit, it pokes it. Good boy. We're going to back up one more time. Both reins, hands down low. Remember the box. Like, keep your hands in the box. I tend to stare at my horse's head. Shouldn't do that. Okay, but now this time, I'm going to keep asking. I'm releasing every step. I'm going to keep asking for this. I like that he's keeping his head down. I don't like that he's giving me all that. Yeah, that was good. Okay, resistance. The faster you go, the more your resistance will show up. So if you have resistance at the walk, a little bit, you'll have resistance at the trot, at least double it or more. You'll have resistance at the low, at least double that, sometimes more. So you work through your resistance at the walk. Get it all better, fix it, then you trot. So let's see what kind of trot I got. That was good. Didn't ask for much. All I did was kind of squeeze my legs on the side. I don't know why he slammed on the brakes. But remember, he is sensitive. So I might have sat back a little bit too much. And asking him to turn right. All I'm doing is squeezing, hey, turn right. Squeezing my right leg and releasing all my fingers so it's exaggerated. But when I turn and look, it gives him a wake cue first, so I'm preparing him. Hey, we're going to turn right, and he's following that field.